Libra, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. Happy birthday to you, dear Libra, and I wish you have an amazing one. I wish every single one of you achieve all of your dreams and all of your goals in love, in career, in health, and in everything. So dear Libra, today I'm going to be doing your reading for mid-October, and in this reading I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now dear Libra, these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Please take whatever resonates. Tell me about your birthday, Libra. What's good? Who blew your candles? Tough cookie. Tell me about it. Now let's get into your reading and see what is an important message that you need to know, dear Libra. By the way, I'll talk about the free personal reading giveaway on my membership site. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Let's focus on to the reading now and see what's going on for you. Okay, what's going on? So Libra, your challenge for mid-October is the Three of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups, okay? Brand new deck, by the way. So your challenge here, dear Libra, has to do a lot with you dealing with some sort of a disappointment, some sort of a heartbreak, breakup, a situation that ended between you and someone else very painfully. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So in the recent past, I do see here these combination of, a lot of happiness, but also a lot of hurt, a lot of certainty, but also like a lack of certainty, like some sort of a confusion. Possibly there could have been a third-party situation here. The third party could be anything from a person to a frequency to anything, right? Over time, overworking, whatever, some sort of an obstacle. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, you have the Strength, Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Strength card here could be Aries, Sagittarius. I'm getting here another air sign, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So in the present moment, there is a phone call. A phone call? Who is calling me? I should have turned this. Oh, bro. I don't have time for that. You should not call me right now. It's like, it's State Farm. Some of you are going to get a phone call, by the way. You're going to get a phone call. But it's like, I already have my insurance, my car insurance and everything. Like, don't bother me with those kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're good. Anyways, so in the present moment, your challenge here has to do a lot with trust, okay? We have the Seven of Swords here. I always give an eyesight to the Seven of Swords. Definitely an energy of, someone that really doesn't trust with someone. You could be having these suspicions and these second thoughts. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the near future, you have the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Page of Pentacles. So in the near future, you got to really trust your intuition, right? The High Priestess here with the Devil is talking about your trust, your ability to trust your intuition and when it comes to making a decision about this person, trusting them. How do you see this spiritual connection being between you and them, right? Now, we're not here to put others down, but I'm just being really honest with you because people, when the Devil here shows up, this means that someone here really needs to heal something from them. Someone here really needs to admit what is it that they need to change within themselves in order for them to be with you. Okay, could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn here, Taurus. At the bottom of the deck is, the Two of Swords, right? The Five of Wands, and the Wanderer. The Wanderer is one of the rare cards that actually exist in this deck. And this is talking about you really wondering and asking, who am I to this person? Who am I to this individual? What is the purpose of my connection to this individual? Where do I see being with this person? right? Like, what is the future for us? Where am I heading to in this connection? A lot of you are going to have to make a decision based on the facts and how you really feel and how you want to move forward, because I do see here many of you kind of hurting over the fact for how things ended between you and this person. So dear Libra, without any further ado, let's get into your reading and let's clarify. Like phone calls, I just should have put it into my other room, and like, I apologize for the phone call. It's always off for whatever reason. I forgot to, turn the volume down, but I don't know. It's like it's almost 5 o'clock. I don't take no phone calls. People always text me before they call me, always. And this is of course not a friend, but like, I don't like random calls. I don't like these people trying to like, Anyways, let's talk about the Three of Swords for you, which is talking about this energy of hurting. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly a water sign. Sign really doesn't matter in this case, but here is the thing. Even though you're hurting in the present moment and there is a situation that's been really causing you to feel a certain way, I do see here a desire to work something out. Three of Pentacles is the energy of the cooperation, collaboration. You still see hope with this person because you really love this person, because you really, with the Ace of Cups, you are showing that you're willing to offer your love and make it work with this individual. But I am also going to be honest with you, as I always am. I don't think this is the right time to initiate anything. I think your main focus here should be focusing on yourself and detaching. So let's talk about the recent past, dear Libralicious. Libroskis, some tough cookie out there, some sassy shit. So in the recent past, dear Libra, the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Devil, Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. So the Devil here is in the past, the Devil here is in the near future. So that's an indication of to kind of really be aware, because someone here, might return back into your life. Also because of them wanting to bring that Page of Wands to you. I know there is a lot of male Libras watching, my Libroskis. Sexual connection, okay, I'm saying sexual carnal desires here. There was a strong lust, okay, I'm getting here lust in the recent past between you and this person, and I think that because of this wrong intention, right, the intention was more on the physical, or just kind of like, oh, let's just spend some time together, but we don't really know where this is going to go to, kind of a thing, like there was a lack of commitment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened in the past. And this is what actually you might have allowed someone to kind of like really violate your boundaries, okay, and really take advantage of you. So let's talk about, I just saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Magician doesn't always mean manifestation. It also can mean, manipulation, okay? So in the recent past, the Nine of Wands, dear Libra, is clarified by the King of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, some of you are dealing with the Cancer. I'm getting here Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So in the recent past, I do see here you willing to work something out with someone, even though they were walking away from you or disconnecting. I see here you almost like, building something with this person, for this person, having high hopes, having these desires and these visualizations about, oh, we're gonna get married, we're gonna settle down. And then all of a sudden, somebody here disappears and walks away, right? As you can see with the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. Or someone starts like pulling away and disconnecting from you. That's what I'm solely getting here. Because from this perspective here, if you look, the King of Wands is looking towards the other direction from the Eight of Pentacles. And in this kind of a juxtaposition and combination of the cards, it means that someone's attention was somewhere else, okay, rather than, cooperating with you. Now, in the recent past, you have the Three of Cups. So let's talk about the Three of Cups here. Maybe there was a brief moment where you and this person experienced some sort of a reconciliation together in the recent past. So let's talk about the Three of Cups. It's clarified by the Justice, which is you, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Many of you really ask yourself the following question. Should I stay with this person or should I not? Maybe you were already married to this person, you were committed to them. I'm getting here a possible exposure of some sort of a third-party situation that kind of like made you realize, I don't want to be in this dynamic anymore, or you had a lot of suspicion, which you also have up to this date. Justice is you in tarot, by the way. Okay, this is strong Libra energy right in the recent past. And I think your intuition is very strong, but sometimes you Libra, you just kind of give the benefit of the doubt like way too many times. Okay, and it's just like, you gotta really see people proving their true colors and living up to their word in order for them and you to be together and to commit one another. Okay, so a decision was made. Someone here possibly was very aggressive. I'm getting verbal with you and just being disrespectful. Now, in the present moment, you have the Strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. You know, remember when people are guilty, when people are very guilty and they have that guilt consciousness, they tend to act this way, which is the Knight of Swords, okay? Being aggressive, passive aggressive, kind of like trying to be defensive and defend themselves, you know what I'm saying? So in the present moment, let's talk about the Strength for you. And you know, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm always honest, I always keep it real, y'all know. So the Strength card here in the present moment is clarified by, was it a Queen of Pentacles? Yeah. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like someone here may try to either apologize or try to make something work here with you. And there is a specific reason why. And you're going to maybe disagree, maybe you're going to agree. It's up to you, you be the judge. But I do get the sense of here, someone sees you being so stable and so confident, because even though you're going through a heartbreak, but you're like pulling your energy back. And there might be a financial, like a request for financial help from your end. Someone here might be wanting to ask you for money or ask you for like to help them financially. That's something that I'm seeing here. So you just want to be very wary of that, because as a matter of fact here, you know, I'm seeing here someone that wants to express their feelings with you, towards you. And this might kind of feel like it's a trap, okay? Crosswatcher, if this is not your story, it's not your story, okay? Take whatever resonates. Now let's talk about the Queen of Wands here for you in the present moment, dear Libra. Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords, you know, you want to make sure that when this person comes towards you and they're so passionate and they're so fiery and they're like so, oh my gosh, Libra, cannot live without you and all of that. You want to make sure that they're like living up to their word. Clarified by the Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. I think one of your biggest fears, Libra, is being abandoned by this person and being left out while you're getting back to them again. You know what I mean? While you are trying to build something back again with this person, your biggest fear here is that someone here may leave you, they might start some sort of fight, there might be another conflict coming up between you and this person. That's what you really want to watch out for. You also have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is like the card of marriage and commitment. So there is a certain belief that you have when it comes to commitments, and I'm going to be going very deep in this and be very honest, as I always am. Some of you possibly grew up, this is a channel message, in some sort of a household where things maybe were dysfunctional. Maybe your parents, maybe your family members were not really, you know, giving what you truly needed. And this happens to a lot of people out there, if not everyone. And it made you feel having these, you know, trust issues when it comes to people. And you might have attracted similar people with similar patterns, right? So this heartbreak, this breakup is really giving you the opportunity to look into the patterns that you might have been repeating subconsciously, not intentionally. Like, why am I attracting these people into my life? So the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Empress. A lot of you are going within yourself and being honest, right? You might be going back and forth, I think, which you are with the Two of Pentacles, constantly going back and forth and reevaluating the situation. First of all, you're doing the work, Libra. You're either doing meditations, you're either doing breath work, or both of them. The Hermit here that's shedding light onto the Two of Pentacles is showing me that you are actually taking the time to shed light onto why maybe you have the tendency to either go back to this person who hasn't healed, who hasn't changed, right? Like why? Why go back to someone that's emotionally unavailable? And do people change and become better? Sure. Do they improve? Of course. But I think that when it comes to this situation here, you have questions in regards to this person, you know, really committing to you and taking care of you and nurturing this relationship. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. And you might be even saying, does this person have someone else? Is this person with another Empress, with someone that they are, you know, spending their time with? So this is why Your heartbreak here is really giving you this space and this time to really make a decision here, right? So the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Page of Pentacles. So let's talk about that in the near future. So in the near future, dear Libra, the Devil is clarified by the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So in the near future, you really got to trust your intuition, because you want to avoid this Nine of Swords energy, which is in the middle. You want to make sure that you're not finding yourself back being into the same pattern, because the Devil here, okay, there could be horniness with the horns. There could be a lot of desires for certain sexual activities going on, but you got to watch out you're not falling back into the same trap. It's about you really trusting your intuition. There is also something here about your financial status or your financial stability, like improving in the near future. And that's kind of like becoming your main focus. Abundance, healing your relationship with money is something else also. Let's talk about the High Priestess for you. So the High Priestess, dear Libra, is clarified by the Judgment, Two of Wands, and the Three of Swords, and you have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, right? So gotta make sure that, you know, if you're manifesting something here, it's about maintaining the manifestation, but also make sure you're not getting like, what do you call that? Manipulated. There is a heartbreak, there is a breakup that you're experiencing right now. There is a lot of pain. And almost like I'm kind of like picking up on that for many of you. You just got to make sure that you're not putting yourself into the same situation where you end up experiencing that pain again. That's why the Three of Swords is your challenge in the present moment, which is giving you the time and the space to really reevaluate this situation. The High Priestess here is twice in the near future. It's a double confirmation for you to really trust your intuition when dealing with this person, to really trust your, your spiritual progress, this person's spiritual progress, to see how both of you are actually on the same page when it comes to moving forward together. Now, Page of Pentacles here, there is something solid that seems to be appearing on the horizon for you and this person. So let's talk about the Page of Pentacles, dear Libra. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Wands, and of course, your one and only and most favorite, the Queen of Pop, the King of Pop, the Ace of Wands. Every time it should come up for Libras, and I know that you love this. It came out, so there's an opportunity, right, in the horizon. Like I said, something more solid. And if you're a male, that's Ace of Cups for you. You already know this broski, some sassy shit out there, but this is for the female, but you could be a male. I don't know. You take it as it resonates. But in the near future, I do see here some sort of a cycle is finally closing up with the Ten of Swords. This pain that you've been going through, Three of Swords, is going to turn into Four of Swords, which is about withdrawing, going back within you. Avoiding conflict. Five of Swords, Six of Swords is about healing, right? Closure. So I do see here you having a clear vision, okay, when it comes to this person and eventually coming out on top. And this person could come around and want to make some sort of a solid offer to you. And like I said, your intuition is going to be your best bet. You could watch so many tarot videos out there and people telling you this, people telling you that, but you got to trust your heart and your intuition, because heart knows the way, really. It does. You just got to tune into that. And you tune into that through meditation, breath work, awareness, journaling, and just kind of like really in this solitude, okay? So let's get into your advice and see what is it that you need to know. I'm also getting here some of you like relocating, moving towards a specific direction here. Okay, so let's get into the advice. I was gagged. Look at the Ace of Wands here again. Look at that thick Ace of Wands right there. That's beautiful in this deck. So Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Now, Libra, you could either go this way or you could go that way. With this person, the heartbreak that happened has definitely allowed you to like really level up and to make some really solid decisions. You see there is many arrows on the Eight of Cups, right? Eight of Moons, Eight of Cups, that's what it means. You can go this way or go that way. This situation is either this or that. This is about you really recognizing that there is a potential for you and this person to be together, to form family, to be in the same frequency and vibration, but that is up to them to make the decision. Because this is a suggestion, this is a possibility. And I do see here an offer coming, like an offer is coming, like, hey, Libra, I want to work it out, I want to be with you. You just got to see how this person is being solid in their words. How much are they really committing to you? Are they really being honest with you or not? Like, where is this relationship going? What is this person's intentions when they come towards me? Are they coming in because they really, miss being with me physically? Is that all they want? Like, there's got to be this mutual agreement, right? About sharing the same vision, being in agreement when it comes to both of you being on the same page and heading towards the same direction in love, in commitment, because you both should end up getting to this place of actually, forming a family together. And remember, nobody's perfect. Everyone does things. Everyone has, things that they really need to work on with the devil, substance abuse, toxic habits, and things like that. Remember, the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Cups is always going to be following you all the days of your life. Happy birthday. So this is what I had. Oh, we also got the Lovers here. So there you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's the strong Ace of Wands, like the glue, like the gorilla glue that's going to join them together. So this is what I had for you, dear beautiful Libra. Thank you so much for being here. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. A little spicy. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.